speak to the board about matters within the powers and duties of the board of directors. There's only one speaking opportunity per speaker during a meeting. Because the board has the duty to remain neutral in personnel matters and student disciplinary issues that may later come before the board, speakers shall not discuss specific students or specific personnel matters during public comment. If a speaker chooses to do so, they will be directed to stop immediately, and the remainder of their time will be forfeited. The board will not be responsible excuse me, for any resulting violation of privacy laws, including any civil claims that may be brought against the speaker. Speaker's remarks should be directed to the presiding officer or the board as a whole and not to individual board members. Otherwise, the speaker may be ruled out of order and asked to yield the podium. Speakers are advised to refrain from obscene or vulgar conduct, slanderous remarks, or statements that tend to incite violence or the breach of peace. Board members will not engage in dialogue with speakers. The board president or his or her designee reserves the right to stop a speaker who is not adhering to these guidelines. Each speaker would have 3 minutes to address the board from the podium. The first speaker on the agenda for tonight is Ms. Earlene Collins.
Good evening to the board and Mr. Robinson, the president of the board. I don't know whether my topic, you do see my topic, but my comments are general.
Okay.
That's okay?
That's okay.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank each of you for your service that you're performing for Pine Bluff School District. And I would also like to mention, in case you don't know me, I've spent a lot of time in Pine Bluff School District working even this year from January through possibly part of May. And not every day, but so many days or times a month. But that is the purpose of that was to help the district as much as I could as a community person. We do have a responsibility. And one of the things that I look at is if there's something that I know that would work for the district, then I do my best to help with the district. That's what I do. I was a little concerned, and I just simply want to make some comments. According to my research, I know when we're choosing an interim superintendent, and I know this is a personnel matter, but I want to just mention that we need to keep in mind we have certain things that took place this year that a lot of you don't really know about, and that is your test scores. The test scores have improved. I did talk with the deputy commissioner at the Arkansas Department of Education possibly a month, maybe less than a month ago, and one of the things was discussed was that our test scores had really, really improved, and it was hoping that they would continue going in that direction. So my major concern is that when an interim person is chosen, whoever that might be, it's just that we need to make sure the continuity that takes place in the transition is the same and it continues from where we left off. We don't want to go backwards. We want to continue going forward. And so it's important that we keep in mind that the interim superintendent is usually chosen from someone internally, like you all have been saying, and also usually an assistant superintendent or deputy superintendent. And usually they haven't had any lawsuits or anything like toward the district. They are people that work on behalf of what's best for Pine Bluff School District. And since the district has shown growth and an increase in the test scores according to ADE, we need the seamless continuity. And according to the research, in order to keep a seamless continuity for Pine Bluff School District, it should be someone selected that has worked closely
Our next speaker will be Bishop Shade Culclaser.
request that this school board do the following tonight. Number one, appoint Miss Monica McMurray as acting superintendent, fully reinstate the former head football coach to his head football coaching position, appoint Coach Stargell to fill the vacant zone 4 position. Thank you.
Our next speaker will be James Wilburn.
Good evening. My name is James Wilburn. I'm a stakeholder here in Pine Bluff. I rise tonight to address this illustrious school board who I'm acquainted with all of you. Um, Today I'm asking that we reinstate our coach, Williams, to that position of head football coach here in Pine Bluff. I think that the whatever has been going on with this specious argument um, has gone on long enough. Um, the giving his attorney 5 minutes to try and clear his name, I don't think was adequate. But if I were a member of this school board tonight, with the power vested in me, I would reinstate Coach tonight and to clear his name. You know, somebody once said, where do you go to get your reputation back? It's like when you're in a pillow fight and things go out. There are all kind of rumors out there about what he did and what he was involved in. But we know the facts are that he was a mentor for many of our young men. Uh, we had a young man who lost a scholarship opportunity behind this whole situation. That needs to be stopped. A new broom sweeps clean. When you have a problem and you're sweeping at home and you leave some trash behind, if you get rid of that, I think that in Pine Bluff we have one of the greatest cities in Arkansas. We have one of the greatest school boards in Arkansas. It's time for us to move ahead, move forward, and reinstate our coach back to his head coach position tonight. Thank you.
Our next speaker would be Eric Mayfield.
Good evening, Board President Dr. Arnold Robertson, other members of the board. First, I want to thank each of you for your willingness to serve this district and this community. Serving on a school board requires sacrifice, dedication, and commitment to making decisions that impact our students, employees, families, and taxpayers. Tonight, I ask each of you to reflect on why you accepted the call to serve. Each of you took an oath to support the Constitution of the United States, uphold the laws of Arkansas, abide by the ethical standards outlined in Arkansas Code, annotated 6-24-101, and faithfully discharge the duties entrusted to you as members of this board. That oath was not taken for politics, friendship, personal relationships, or special interests. It was taken to serve the people of Pine Bluff and to move this district forward for our children. I understand that every decision made by this board will not please everyone. Leadership rarely does. But when you cast your vote tonight, I respectfully ask that you focus on one question. What is the best interest of the students in this district and this community? If you no longer have children, grandchildren, or anyone in this district, then think about your nieces, nephews, neighbors, church members, and the countless children throughout this community who are dependent on your leadership. For years, our district have often looked outside of Pine Bluff for leadership. Time and time again, individuals have come here, served for a short period, and then moved on to other opportunities. Meanwhile, many qualified local candidates have been overlooked. The result has been a turnover and a lack of continuity in leadership. We all know Pine Bluff School District faces challenges, but we are not the only district facing challenges. What matters now is not what happened yesterday, but what we choose to do moving forward. The former superintendent is gone. Tonight is an opportunity to turn the page and begin a new chapter focused on healing, rebuilding trust, restoring morale, and bringing people together for the benefit of our children. If you if we truly want a fresh start, then we must be willing to embrace leadership that represent a fresh start, leadership that can be reunited, regathered, then not divided within leadership. It is not connecting decisions and controversies of the past. Tonight is bigger than any one person. It is about the future of Pine Bluff School District. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Charlene Wright. Our last speaker is Julius Wright.
Good evening, Dr. Robertson, Mr. Whitmore, and all other board members and others present. I am Julius Wright, resident of the Pine Bluff School District. We appreciate your service and know that our district is in a state of urgency and that any district needs a competent leader to ensure the education of our students and our finances are stabilized. These priorities should be met before teachers and students return. We are aware that the 3.2 million cyber theft may have impact on our fiscal stability. We admonish you for looking amongst our faculty for the most qualified employee for the moment to prevent further academic decline and to prevent further fiscal distress. In a